Number 10, points A and B have coordinates 4, 3, then 8, negative 5 respectively. A circle with radius 10 passes through the points A and B. Part A, show that the center of the circle lies on the line a half of x minus 4. Now, in circle theorems, you must know something here. Let me draw a simple sketch here of the circle. So I have this one as the center. Maybe A is actually here, 4, 3, okay? And then we also have B here, the x coordinate is 8, so it is to the right of the 4, and negative 5, it is below 3, so that's why I'm choosing to put B down here. That is 8, then negative 5. Now, this one is a chord, okay? If it's a chord, we should know that any perpendicular line that passes through the center of the circle always bisects the chord, okay? This one always bisects the chord. So this line here is perpendicular to this one, and it is going to bisect this chord here. Why? Because from here to here is the radius of the circle, and also from here to there is also the radius of the circle. So that's why this one is bisected. Are we together? So let me write this statement here. A perpendicular line that passes through the center of the circle always bisects a chord. So therefore, the perpendicular bisector of the line, the perpendicular bisector of the line AB must pass through the center of the circle. The center of the circle. Okay, now having known that, we should also know that a perpendicular, since it bisects, that means where it passes here, it has to be the midpoint of these 2 points. Okay, so a perpendicular bisector always passes through the midpoint of the line segment. So we need to find the midpoint of AB. So this one is going to be, of course, the average of the x coordinates, that is x plus 4, then divide by 2. And then the other one for y would be negative 5, then plus 3, divide by 2. This will be 12 divided by 2. That one gives us a 6. And then here, negative 2 divided by 2. That one will give us a negative 1. Now, all we need to do here is to find the equation of this line here. Okay? The equation of that line. Now, the equation of this line here, first we need to get the gradient of the line AB. Okay, the M1. Then we can use M1 times M2 is equal to negative 1 to get the gradient of that perpendicular bisector. So we shall have negative 5, then minus 3 out of 8 minus 4. This one gives us negative 8 divided by 4, which is a negative 2. So meaning the gradient of the perpendicular bisector is going to be negative 1 divided by negative 2. Remember, M1, M2 is equal to negative what? 1. Okay? So we shall have a half here. Now, using y minus y1, which is equal to m into x minus x1, okay, we shall have this coordinate, these two coordinates, 6, negative 1. So y minus minus 1, that will be a plus 1, which is equal to m is going to be a half, then x minus 6. And then when we open the brackets, this one will be a half of x, then minus, this will be 3. But then when this one crosses the equal signs, it is going to be a minus. So meaning we are going to have y, which is equal to a half of x minus 4. That is the equation of the perpendicular bisector of that line AB, which must pass through the center of that circle. Okay? And that's exactly what they have told us to find. If you can check here, don't you see a half of x then minus 4? So that is that. Then part B, find the two possible equations of the circle. Now, since the center lies on that line, it must satisfy the equation of the line. Okay, the coordinates of the center must satisfy the equation of the line. Okay, so let me write this one here. Since the center, let's say AB, okay, lies on the line, y is equal to x over 2 minus 4, comma, its coordinates must satisfy the equation of the line. Okay, so therefore we shall have y is going to be the b, then the a in here. So this simply implies that b is going to be equal to a over 2 minus 4. Okay. Also, using let's say this coordinate 4, 3. Okay. Remember, the circle passes through these points here. The points we are having here are A and B. So since these points also are on the circumference, the circle passes through them, that means their coordinates must also satisfy the equation of the circle. So what I'm going to do, the general equation of the circle is going to be, we have x minus a, then squared, then plus y minus b, bracket squared, which is equal to the radius squared. So when I use this one here, we shall have 4, then minus a squared, then plus y is 3 minus b squared. The radius was given as, I think it is 10. Yes, the radius is here, 10. Okay, now when we go back here, we shall put the 10. That is 10 squared. Now let's open the brackets here. 4 squared, 16. Then 2 times 4 times a, that will be negative 8a here. And then a squared, of course, will be that. And then 3 squared is 9. Then minus 2 times 3 times negative b, that will be negative 6b. And then b squared, then is equal to 10 squared. Okay. Now we can simplify this one here. Okay, we can simplify this one here. How? We have a squared, then minus 8a. This 9 plus the 16, that one will give us 25, right? Then we also have b squared minus 6b, then now plus the 25, then minus this 100, this one will give us 0. Now remember, b is equal to a over 2 minus 4. So I will have a squared minus 8a, then plus, this is a over 2 minus 4 squared, then minus 6 into a over 2 minus 4, and then 25 minus 100, that is minus 75. Okay, now let us again expand this one here. Actually, I would have put this one here right away. Okay, here. Then I simplify the work, but we can continue. Square this one here. This one will give us a squared out of 4. Then this times that one will give us minus 4a. Minus 4a. And then square this one here. That one will give us a positive 16. Then here, this one will be minus 3a. And then negative 6 times negative 4, that is positive 24. Then minus the 75 is equal to 0. This and this will give us 5 over 4. So 5 over 4a squared. Then this is minus 8 minus 4. That is minus 12. Then minus 3, that is minus 15. So that is minus 15 of a. And then 16 plus 24, that one will give us 40. Then minus 75, that will be negative 35, right? So if we have minus 35 here, then I can actually multiply all through. I want to make the coefficient of a squared here 1. So I can multiply all through by 4 over 5. So when I do it here, then it will disappear. I have a squared. Then now minus 15 times 4 over 5. This one goes here 3 times. That will be minus 12, not so? So that will be minus 12 of a here. Negative 35, then times 4 over 5. This one will go here 7 times. So 7 times the 4, that one will give us negative 28. So if I can write here minus 28, then this one will be equal to 0. So two numbers, when I multiply them, they give me negative 28, but then when I add them, they give me negative 12. That one has to be 14 and 2, okay? So 14 will be a minus, and then this one a positive, such that when I add them, I get this, okay? So meaning I will have a plus 2, then a minus 14, which is equal to 0. So meaning that a can be equal to negative 2, and then the other one, a can be equal to 14 when you equate these factors to 0, okay? Now we can now have the values of b. So here b is going to be equal to, remember it is a over 2, so negative 2 over 2, that's a negative 1 minus 4. Automatically that one will give us a negative 5. Then here b is going to be equal to 14 over 2, that is a 7, then minus 4, that one will give us a 3, okay? So meaning we are having two centers. So one center is negative 2, negative 5, okay? Let me in fact write center, negative 2, negative 5, and then that means the equation of the circle, is going to be x minus minus 2, so that will be plus 2 square, then plus y minus minus 5, that will be plus 5 here, and then the radius is 10 squared, so that will be 100 here, okay? That is that. Then the other center is 14 and then 3. So meaning the equation of the circle with that kind of center, equation of circle is going to be x, then minus the 14 squared, then plus y minus 3 squared, which will actually give us, the radius is still the same, 100. So that is that.